Good morning, Uday. How's it going? Uh, that podcast episode was really nice. Like I liked your style of imitating Roman Mars over there. That sort of calm voice that you were going for, right? And I mean, it worked to a great effect. It was pretty good. I think your problem is not the mic. Like you don't need a better mic. What I feel is that you just need to like increase your voice of speaking. Like you still speak in that low tone, but you have to speak louder. Or you can just you can just increase the volume of through open shot, like your own volume you should increase through open shot. Like I remember I was listening in my earphones and still I had to ramp up the volume like to 100 to actually listen to what you were saying properly, right? That along with the fact that there was like music in the background, which was of course good music. I love Sana Shampoo OST, but it was too loud, right? So I couldn't actually hear what you were saying because your own voice was really not that loud. So that was like the issue. But like the content itself and the way you presented it's really nice. Like I like that podcast, and that actually did make me think about the future of this. Like how do we want to take this in a more interesting direction? What do we want to do with this channel, and what are we gonna do? So I'm thinking, what do you think we should do? What direction should we take our channel in? I was thinking maybe we could turn it into like a podcast, because like I guess this video thing is good, but maybe we could do something like meet up every week, like at a decided time, like on Zoom call or whatever, and we just record our talking, right? But we like the points that we like note down and then say in our videos right now, we'll just bring those points and talk about them on the podcast. And I think like that'll be like a very nice thing as well, because we'll be able to bounce off of each other as well, and we'll bring maybe like how we usually do it for our videos. Like for example, like what I do is usually I think about 2 to 3 topics that I think I can cover these 7 to 8 minutes approximately is how much it is. Like so I can fill those minutes from talking about these. Like it's just ideas in my head and then I'm talking. But maybe we could both do that for a single episode. That episode would be like 20 to 25 minutes long, and maybe we could actually bounce it off of each other, and we'll bring the topics in the same way we're doing for the videos, and I think it'll be much more natural and presentable as well. This is pretty good, but this is like a these videos are a much more personal thing, I think, and I don't think they're very like presentable in a way. This is like very curated for the two of us, and it's just a sort of like a relief thing, which is also nice. But I think we could do the same thing in like a better manner if we tried that. So like listening to your podcast episode, I just sort of realized how better our content is for a podcast rather than a video thing. So I was just think about. I'm not saying we'll do that right away, or maybe we'll do that at all. But I was just thinking what we can do now that we had a bit of experience of how to talk properly and how to like present yourself ourselves in like a better way, I guess, in English. So I think we can definitely give that a try. Like let me know what you think we should do, or if you have any better ideas of how to present the content that we make. So as I told you, currently in my college, the foundation program course is going on. Right now, I'm doing it for environment and climate change, and yeah, I mean, of course, I know pretty much everything that they're saying, and it's sort of boring. Yeah, I'm giving my own inputs and everything. It's going good. It's sort of nice, but yeah, since I have been thinking about this, because like there's literally a designated amount of time in which I'll be thinking about this topic, I have sort of realized something. I don't know if this sort of makes a lot of sense or not, but like it's like a very weird thing to say, but like I feel like us using fossil fuels is not smart enough as a species itself. Like it tells how not smart we are, because it actually does not, it requires the least amount of capabilities from us, right? In the sense that this energy, what are fossil fuels, right? fossil fuels are freaking dog. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are essentially just, compressed plants and animals, right? That lived millions of years ago, and their bodies were, compressed deep into the ground, and we extract that. So that energy is essentially like is a very specific form of energy, like throughout in a very universal sense, like throughout the universe you wouldn't be able to extract energy in this way at other places, right? Say if we went to live in Mars, or if we were somewhere else, then there is no way we can get energy this way from there, or like it in any way. The point is that this energy comes out of like biology itself, right? And we're just extracting it and using it. So basically what I'm trying to say is that like fossil fuels are a very special kind of energy that you won't find elsewhere throughout the universe. So it's like a sort of cop out in a true sense of generating electricity out of sources. Like as a species, it's a very like it's sort of like a chance thing that okay, we just had it, that's why. And it is so special that it only exists for like a small sliver of time, that is like 500 years, I guess. Like I guess 300 years if we go back, and 200 years in the future. Even still, like in a very huge margin, it's of course less than that, but still, like in terms of the universe, this is like an extremely special case that we are able to extract energy out of fossil fuels. And like if we were to make a statement about any like any sort of like intelligent species throughout the universe, then like we could say that like this is not the way to generate electricity, right? Because it's just a chance. So yeah, I mean natural, it is natural that we go on to more generalized and more approachable sources of energy, which are of course right now it is harder to transition to, because we are at a special state which has put us in a place of comfort, and we need to go in a direction where we generate electricity in this way. Like I just sometimes I imagine how interesting it would have been if all the energy, like from the very beginning, we only knew how to generate electricity through the other means, like through any other means. I'm not even talking about pollution right now. There may be some other source that would create pollution that would occur generally throughout the universe. I guess you could include that, but I don't think they would actually exist. There are no actual sources like that, are there? Because like general sources would require you to not have complicated stuff in them, because like fossil fuels are complicated chemically, right? That's why they release these waste materials. So yeah, that was an interesting thought process that I had about energy, I guess you could say. And I think I have another thing to talk about, but I guess I'll talk about it in other videos, or in whatever format we choose to go forward. Yeah, so just also wanted to tell you that I also finished Celeste. Like all seasides, everything is done except the golden strawberries, which are not even like supposed to be done by normal people. It's just like too much. It's too complicated. And but except like you can say that I finished Celeste. Okay, Celeste is done. Like the whole thing. Yeah, it took me like 60 hours. Like imagine that. And I'll see you on Tuesday.